first, what we're going to do to get started is I'm going to go ahead and make a circle. And it's not going to be too big, not too small. And as I make the circle like this, nice and easy, okay? After the circle, what I want to do then is I want to go ahead and pick a good spot that's coming down the middle of his face, since his face is turned. So I'm going to come down right off to the side right here and make this my definite guideline for the middle of his face. After this middle of the face that I have determined, I will go ahead and I'll make a hill, just like this. So I come off to the side right here. Here's the definite, here's my major guideline that I'm going off of for the side of his face. What I'm going to do is, here's this, we're going to make a hill like this, right there and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to curve back upward and towards the side like that. So we just made a weird looking M almost. That's just really to extend it outward and everything. So after our weird M, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and correct this side just a bit, where I'm going to go ahead from the middle, since I have the very top of this hill right here, I'm going to go inward and then upward like that. Ta-da! Awesome. Now after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little mini hill right here, and then after that I'm going to go ahead and just bring this mini hill inward. After that, what I want to do is I want to start figuring out where I'm going to place the end of his beak. So for the beak, what I want to do is, since this hill is coming inward, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to go inside this little mini hill, and then I'm going to come outward like this. After I'm done with making my little mini hill coming outward with this line, what I will do next is I'm going to go ahead and just make this guideline right here of a curved line like that. After this guideline, I make this hill. What I'm going to do, so I have this line and I have this line right here. I'm making this curved line right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and curve inward like this. Okay. After this curved inward line, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in the middle right here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come outward like this, coming from I'm almost mirroring this top line right here, going to come down like this and then up and towards this sideline right here. Okay? Alright. Now, I'm going to get rid of some of these guidelines, and you can go along with me with erasing these guidelines so we know where we're going. Okay, after that, let's go ahead and make the bottom of his mouth. Now, we're going to just make some rough sketching guidelines like we have been with so far, but because this could definitely change. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a box. So I'm going to come down from this dimple area on the side of his beak, come down right there, match up with it, and I'm just going to go ahead and make a box like that, just like that. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make at least this beak, since we have this guideline right here coming in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make it this side right here, keep this side right here, but I am going to come out and around and swoop back into this line, and that way I can get rid of this guideline right here that I have made, just like that. Alright. Now, what I want to do next is go ahead and give him his dimple on this side of his face. So I have this line right here. What I do is I'm going to come up and give him the dimple, and then of course I've got this part of top of his beak, which is not the dimple, it's just like a cheek almost, but it's a beak. Anyways, so I come down and around, and I'm going to come right back into this box that we have just made. So it's a big space, for right here, like that. And then, since I already have this guideline and I'm feeling that I want to keep it, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to come inward right here, underneath his beak right there. I'm going to come inward, down. I'm going to come down right here. Once again, these are guidelines and they could change. So then after that, since I'm coming around, I'm going to start from up here and then I'm going to eventually meet it down here. So I start from our dimple area right here, come down, and I'm just going to go ahead and meet up with this side right here. Okay, make these lines a little bit more definite. Okay, get rid of some guidelines. Alright, the thing you want to do with his beak is you want to keep it a little bit, the way he's turning, it is a beak, so we're going to make it a little bit square off to the side, as opposed to this side, which is more rounded, like that. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to jump inside in the middle of his beak, so like right about here. What you're going to do is you're going to come down and then up. And you just made his tongue. So then, after his tongue, what you're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pick 2 spots on the cheek right here. Make a spot here, and I'm gonna make a spot right about here. I don't know why I was trying to make a spot there for some reason. Okay. So, I'm gonna come up and around and back down. Just like that, and then let's jump over here to this side, and since his eye is on the side of his, like coming out, since he is looking and he is turned, his eye is on, it's the side of his face because he's got big eyes. That's what, I don't know how else to tell it. So anyways, we've got this big eye on the side right here, and it's gonna come down and into that little area that we have created for it. So now we have 2 eyes, and I'll get rid of our middle guideline so you can see what we're doing. Like that. Alrighty then. After that, what you're going to do is you're going to come up on the side of his eye, and I'm going to go down just like that. Ta-da! Eyebrow. Okay, now, so we did that, made a little hill. Now we have to keep this symmetrical, so I'm going to come off right here, make a little bit of a guideline, and then I'm going to go up like this, and then down like that. And we have another eyebrow, and it's pretty simple. He doesn't really have like bushy eyebrows or anything. You have to color in because it is his face, and technically his face is feathers and stuff, so I don't know, bird parts. Bird face, okay. So after that, what you're gonna do after this eyebrow, I'm gonna go ahead and connect my head to down here. But before I do that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and make another part of his face. Once again, I don't know if this is another chin or dimple or whatever. Once again, it's a bunch of feathers. I don't know the anatomy of Donald. But what I did is I made this chin thing built up on the side of his eyebrow, okay? After that, what you're gonna do is I'm gonna come from this side of his eyebrow right here, definite line, gonna keep it. So after I make this little hill, what I did is I went up and down, and then I make another little hill here, and then bloop and bloop, and back into the eyebrow once again, just like that. Cute and fun and adorables. Yay, bird anatomy, feathers. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump inside this eye and give him his pupil. And I'll go ahead and you can color that in, give it a little shine like that. You can do whatever you please. And then from on this side, I'm just gonna go ahead like that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of some of these guidelines in here so you can give him a little bit of white space and everything. And another cute little eyeballs. All right, nice and beautiful. Okay. Then, after that, of course, we cannot forget beautiful Donald's cute little hat. So what I'm going to do from his eyebrow, I'm going to go ahead and come out and in, just like that. And then I'm going to go up from over here, go up, make a little bit of a boxy edge right here, and then I'm just going to come right back down, just like that. So okay, so I go inward, I'm making this a definite line here, make a little bit boxy edge right here, and then I come in, swoop back in just like that, go ahead and make this a little bit more boxier, more of a flat space right here, and then it goes right back in. And then I'm going to come off over here, right about in this area, go ahead and make a line, come on out, and then go in with a sharp edge like that, and then I'm gonna go downward like that, and then I'm gonna go right back in just like that. Ta-da! Sailor hat, so cute, beautiful. Right, for his neck, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come at the bottom right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna come down right here, and then I'm gonna go up and back into the side of his beak like that. Alrighty then. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna come down right here like this, and then I'm gonna stop there for a second. So what I did for his bow, I went ahead and I made the circle, and then I come up like this, and then inward like that, like we're making a butterfly again, like we did with Minnie's bow, and then I come down and up like that, and then I'm gonna come up and over, and then I'm gonna come down and then back up and into the bow once again. So from the middle of his bow, I'm gonna go ahead and make a line here, and then make a line coming out towards this inside of his line right there, just to give it the little indentation that it is a bow. Alrighty then. Then I'm gonna come up from the side right here, so I have this line, and then I'm gonna come out and in and out like that. And then after that, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead from this dip in his shirt right here, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this down like that. After that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna go into his bow, make a line there from right here, like that, and then I'll make this side. From off the side right here, I went ahead and give him a little bit of a hill just to give that little bit of an indentation that his shoulder is on the other side, to make him not look like he's just like a floating bow and head and whatever. What I'm gonna do is from down here, I draw a line through his bow, and I'm coming inward, and I give him a little bit of a round belly. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come down just a little bit right here, away from his bow, and that's when I'm gonna go ahead, make a little indent right here, and then on top of that indent, I give another little hill like that. And that's when I can go ahead from this line right here, go up, inward, and out this way, just to give him, like, his hands are tucked behind his back. So then after this part right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come underneath and then come up and meet this line right here, just like that. And then that's what I'm gonna come down underneath right here, like that. And then I'm gonna come down and out like that. I'm gonna go ahead and just to give more of an impression that it's more of his body, like that, come out and down and make another little hump, and another one, and eventually his tails are over there. Once again, I always run out of page space. It's always a problem. So to get it more a little technical, I can go ahead and I can color in his little sailor hat thing, and I can color in right here his mouth because it is a red, and then his tongue is a pink. Well, to be more technical, his mouth is a maroon, and then of course his bow is red. There you go, guys. Donald. So much fun. Lots and lots of fun. It's great. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Love Donald. Love the Fab Five. And I guess all that's left is Mr. Pluto. So, next week it shall be Pluto. Alright, guys. Have a wonderful week.